Hi guys, welcome back. New subscribers, welcome. As you can probably see, there's not much changed on this. I haven't really touched it because I have been a bit busy. Let me just show you what I've been doing. There's a clue. There's a bigger clue. So anyway, back to it. So in this video we're going to be removing all the wiring, removing the wiring loom, so everything is disconnected from the engine and everything's out of the way. So as usual, let's get on with it. Okay, so before we start removing the wire harness, I'm just going to take away this grab rail and then what's left of the rear bumper section. Just remove all that first, and for this grab rail you will need a 10mm and a 12mm. And we'll remove the little seat lock mechanism, just one 10mm bolt, one 10mm very long bolt. Let me get that out there. Yeah. Put the bolt back in, just in case I need to use it for the new seat. The new seat, it is going to be like a calf racer type bike, I suppose. Well, I haven't really got a name. I call it a street fighter, but I don't think it's really going to be a street fighter. I don't know, it might be a street fighter calf racer type thing. So I'm hopefully going to, this support rail goes up to here, hopefully going to cut all this, chop all this back end off, just have a ump seat, just one seater, not a dual seat, just a single seat. So all these will have to be chopped off as well. So I'll chop these off and chop the frame off about there, hopefully. But first we've got to get the engine sorted, haven't we? But meanwhile, while I'm saving up for that, we can get this engine out and play with it. But that'll be in another video, not this one. So anyway, got some wiring here. These are for the back lights, rear lights. Just a simple connector. Just unplug it. Them somewhere safe in case we need them in the future. There's only one indicator left on the bike, so I'd imagine that is the blue and the green. So we can leave that there, and now we can undo. These look like 10mm. Undo those 10mm bolts, 10mm, I can't say millimeter. But that one's got a nut on the back. Save that one for Ron later on. Find my 10mm spanner. Put it on the inside of that nut. Hopefully dry again. job with taking it apart and not putting it back together, isn't it? There's the first snap bolt. Another knot on the other side, yes. So let's do this side first. Curved wire there, so I better remember that when we rebuild. And if anybody else wonders why I'm not using WD-40, because I haven't got £4 to buy a tin. I'm spending it on other stuff. So if the company WD-40 are listening, send me an email. Send me lots of free WD-40 and I will say how good it is on YouTube for you. This one's going to snap as well. Okay, if we're going to be snapping some bolts, let's get out the big guns. Might be alright with this one. Here we go, no snappies. So that's that bit gone. Definitely gone now. Save these brackets as well, they might come in handy. Okay, next job. Let's get the rectifier out of the way. Is that a rectifier? I think it's called a rectifier. Something like that. It's 10mm still. Most of the bolts are 10mm on motorcycles, normally, not Japanese motorcycles. So when we do rebuild, we're going to have to relocate this, obviously. A broken fin there, look. Is it a broken fin or is it a broken fat? It's a broken fat fin. Little wire tab here, just move your tab out the way. And noticed on Hondas they have all these little frame bracket fittings for the plugs to go into. You know, on most bikes they're just all taped up, aren't they? And your plugs are just hanging out, but these are all, on the Hondas they seem to make nice brackets for them. That's that one. That's that one. That's the fuel pump. I wonder if you can get them out there. Oh yes. There's another black wire, one connector, and then it goes off into a socket down here. There we go. If we can get that round the fuel pump. like so. There we are. One rectifier, unrectified. What next? Well, being as we're here, shall we try the fuel pump? See if we can't remove the fuel pump. We can work out where it's fixed. Get this pipe through. Come on, you bugger, you know you want to come out. There we go. One fuel pump. We are going to have to disconnect the pipe. Pull the clamp back. Usual thing, try and break the seal. There we go, we've got you. There we are, one fuel pump, one pumping. That must be the fuel pump relay or something like that. Could be the flasher unit. We'll leave that attached to the wire loom, shall we? Get this fuel pipe out of the way. What next? I suppose we may as well get all the battery out and stuff, haven't we? Okay, so let's remove all the battery. We'll do the earth wire first. We'll do the live wire second. Lift the battery out, they are quite heavy and they are quite confined, so they're a bit awkward to get out. Just try and get a good grip on it. That's it. We can't remove the battery box while we're at it. 10mm bolts on the battery box. Nice little bracket underneath. I'll put those bolts back in there. So we don't lose them. So let's see if we can't get the battery box out. So it's held in somewhere else. Yeah, it's got all this gizmo attached to it, hasn't it? I think we need to go round the other side. Okay then, so let's remove all the solenoid, shall we? Just remove it from its plug. There we go. So we can leave that down there for now. We can disconnect this wire that goes into the engine somewhere. Disconnect the brake light switch, which looks like it's been bodged up. It looks like there's a 8mm bolt there. I really want to get all this out, but I am struggling at the moment with all these wires. Should we try and do this 8mm bolt? Okay, let's see if we can get this undone. That was nice and easy. Is that it? Or what? I think there's another bolt somewhere. Let's investigate. Let's get on the floor. Yes, there is another little 8mm bolt down here, which is very rusty. So, see what we can do. Doesn't feel too good. I think it's just got a plastic fixing like that one, and it's just turning round inside. It's just like a metal rivet what's on the other side, so I'll try and break it off. Let me switch you off while I try and get this out, because it's a bit boring just watching me prat about. Okay then, we have separation. I didn't show you what I was doing, but I will show you what I used. I used this and this. Brute force and ignorance. I think to get this battery box out, I'm going to have to remove this rear auger. Because we haven't even touched the wiring yet, have we? I said we hadn't touched the wiring, but I suppose we have touched it a bit. So let's get this rear auger off. Right, there's 3 bolts this side. 1, 2, 3. All look like 10mm again. So, hopefully there's no nuts on the back and none of them snapped. There's one. 3. Just try and hang this up somewhere so there's not too much stress on it. Okay, so that's that side. Let's go around the other side. Yes, looks like the same this side. 3 10mm bolts. Coming on pretty easy. Coming on pretty easy. Coming undone pretty easy. Okay, so hopefully that should just lift out now. No, don't think it's going to be as easy as it looks. There we go. One big piece out the way. Now then, let's see if we can get the battery box out the way now. Hooray! Success! Okay, let's see if we can get this header tank out the way. See if we can get this in here to get some rid of some of this water. Okay, that should do. Now all we've got to try and do is get this out. Now there is a pipe down here connected. Oh shit. Load of dirty rusty water all over my shed floor. See if we can't get the pipe off. Yay! Success! It's a bit manky down there, don't it? Pretty rusty. Okay, what next? So now we can try to remove the CDI unit. I think it's just sort of clipped in there really, but there is a 10mm bolt there and a 10mm bolt there. But let's just see if we can't get it out of the bracketry, plastic bracketry. Oh yes, just clips. Yeah, it's just two plastic prongs, that's it. Two plastic prongs that go through the holes. Then let's try and find the plugs. Where's the plugs? That's one out. Two out. And there's this little gizmo, again on another plastic tab. Oh. That is the, I've no idea, might be the flasher unit, I don't know. So anyway, got to get this off, let's get it off. One bolt. Two bolts. And a bit of wiring to take off, and then that's that out of the way. So we're slowly getting there. While we're here, let's try and get rid of this little gizmo bracket. Let's use our Jizbit. Perfect fit. Put that screw back in there just in case I need it with my Jizbit. Plug this plug wherever it's going to. There we go. I'll save all my brackets just in case. So this should now all come over to this side, shouldn't it? So we've just been chiselling on this little screw for 20 minutes, and I've leaned on this and it just fell out. So what I'm thinking now is this is going to pull out, hopefully. Oh yes. Need to get some pliers on this thing. I'll balance you on my knee for a second. And there we go. filters at it, don't you? So, Dremel, do you think? Dremel under flat impact driver or something. Ooh, it's looking pretty manky. All these rubbers are knackered, solid as a rock. This engine I'm not too worried about anything falling down there, because I haven't taken it apart. It's got a few letters on it. It's got one there, a U there, D there, T23 some up there, T23-8. Looks like somebody done some work on it, but somebody else has just run it into the ground. And even bothered to change the air filters. The other sides fell off as well, look. So, next, okay, so let's disconnect the rest of this solenoid. Let's try that, see if we can get it undone. That's that solenoid off. Let's put the nut back on. I think I've had enough for today, so let's put you back on the tripod and say goodbye. Whew. Right then guys, that's all we've got for this one, I'm afraid. So it's time to wrap up. Hope you enjoyed it. See you again next week, and thanks for all the comments last week. I had about 50 odd comments last week, which is brilliant. Makes it all worthwhile when you get a comment. If you don't get any comments, it does dishearten you a bit. Is that the right word? Dishearten. Dishearten, yes. Does dishearten you a bit if you don't get any comments. Like, if you get comments, then it motivates you to get into your shed, if you know what I mean. So please keep commenting, guys, and oh yes, don't forget to subscribe if you're new. It's down there. Comment down there, like I've just said. Thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you want. And I'll see you next week.